Heyo. Oh, fuck me.
Yep.
Hello, April Fools, everyone. And what are you guys expecting me to do? Go ahead. A Monster Origins video. A Monster Origins Rare Shelby. Or something like that.
Nope.
Some other shit that other people do.
Nope.
No. I'm giving you guys a fucking review.
Yep. And today we are reviewing.
Do I have to do? I have to talk about this. This is new for our channel. This is our review of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. Sorry about the lack of music. I didn't feel like it. It's so. So.
How did the games? So talk about the game's pre-release.
Actually, I don't. If there was one.
Yeah. Do you even know anything about the pre-release of the game?
Well, aside from the fact that the game, due to how, you see, the game was released in 1992. After it was a response by Squaresoft, because their games weren't doing very well. So they got the wrong idea and thought we were too stupid.
So they wanted to release a game for Western audiences.
The game literally advertised itself as a beginner-friendly RPG.
Yeah.
The game was panned by critics and sold like shit.
Yep.
The game did see a release. The game did see a release in Japan under the name in Mystic Quest USA, and in Europe, and the first game in Europe, unfortunately, the first Final Fantasy game in Europe, by the name of Mystic Quest Legend. Why? Because they already had a game called Mystic Quest, which was actually Final Fantasy Adventure in America, but was actually the first entry in the Mana series.
In Japan.
My head hurt. I don't feel so good. So how did I experience the game? Well, I guess it's time to bring it up. Of something I haven't shown. I actually got a SNES Classic. Well, you want me to show it? Alright. Yeah, look, I got a SNES Classic, and well, not even a day. In one day it had already dropped. I already dropped it. Because the cords were yanked down. No, that's not what I was trying to say. Within a day, not even a day. In the first day, I successfully modded it.
Yep.
And well, originally I just put Mario All Stars on there, and attempted to put ROM hacks on it, but it wouldn't work. And I also put Mystic Quest on there as a joke. As I said, and if anyone feels lazy, so I had no plan to play until I failed, and I forgot to say a plain secret of Mana on it, and then I decided to play through the Mystic Quest as a punishment, and I put as my own punishment. I know that sounds terrible, doesn't it? Oh God. So, needless to say, it took me an entire week to finish the game. Was it worth it? No, it wasn't.
In fact, he only played in the first place as a punishment to himself. I'm gonna say it right now. This is not gonna be I don't want this video to be very long. Let's start with the story. What story? Basically, long story short, your character.
You're the hero. You're the hero who gets paid a 2 GP a month.
Unfairly, and your village gets destroyed.
And you're like, okay. This old man tells you cryptic shit. Tells you cryptic nonsense, and every time you just do this fucking shrug, which I guess is the closest the game gets to. It's the actual humor. Along the way you meet. Along the way you meet multiple partners. One of them includes it's a creep. One in particular, I think is your stalker, or asks to take you to the bone dungeon.
Yeah.
You eventually take out take out the Dark Lord or whatever his name was by spamming by using one attack due to an oversight. You sail away for adventure, or no, yeah, of course he stalks you. That's basically the story. It's about as basic as simple, overly simple. Need I mention the terrible writing, and how things just happen. And for example, you need to open someone locked themselves into their house. Oh, so what do? Go find a locksmith and then break in. And that makes sense. And so how does the game play? How does the game play, you ask? Well, the game is it's an overly simple RPG, of course. Of course, there are no random encounters. There's no random encounters. There's the overworld is just a map up where you move along, kind of, I guess, reminiscent in a Super Mario world. There's a lot of weird element. The game has a lot of weird gimmicks. Extend. Fuck me. You can only have up to the maximum amount of enemies you fight is up to 3. You can only have 2 partners at a time. And they're not even permanent. What else? When you start up the game, instead of numbers, they're fucking. It's a normal health bar, or displayed A with squares. As what, they thought we were too stupid to count? Or be too intimidated by numbers? Because other things include
weapon. There are no weapon upgrades. These are just weapon upgrade. There's absolutely no customization, and you're just given any new armor or you find armor or weapon you find just automatically automatically equipped. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm even doing.
There's other bosses. A lot of them. Not.
Yeah, there's
And enemies with horrible names.
Names like how about
They named the Phoenix Hot Wings.
The Desert Hag,
Yeah.
the Water Hag, the Fangpire.
They messed up the Ifrit's name and called it Iflit.
You have broken spells that are absolutely fucking broken. No, really. Some of them don't even work like they should.
The light spell was meant to insta-kill undead enemies.
But instead,
the life spell was meant to do massive damage to undead enemies.
However,
due to a switch being flipped if the wrong direction, and it actually does massive damage to any enemies that aren't undead.
Or bosses.
Any enemies that aren't undead or bosses.
The final boss, the cure spell. The final boss. You want to know how to beat the final boss? Simple. Just spam the cure spell on it. On it because of an oversight. And because of an oversight, it only takes a few hits. It's before he dies. Oh yeah, you want to know what kinds of weapons you have? Want to know what kinds of weapons you have? You have a sword, an axe, a claw, and bombs.
Yep.
4 weapon types.
I think there's more.
No, there's only 4.
Really? The bombs count as a weapon type?
Yep.
Does that mean there's an ally that uses bombs?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that was Tristram.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to fuck.
Well, in battle, in battle, enemies show battle damage, which apparently removes strategy.
Yeah.
I don't.
Also, hey, hope you like. Hey, you remember that boss you fought that a while ago?
Well, it's a common enemy now.
Oh, why do this? I know this is a common trope with games.
But it happens to every single boss in the game.
And you'll fight.
Every single enemy has.
I don't think they have reskinned bosses as enemies.
Every single enemy except for the final boss, it also has some kind of color variation at some point.
It's dumb.
It is.
Is seriously. Is that about it?
Yeah. Overall.
Yeah. Well, is our breakdown even necessary?
No, this game's garbage. You're not even rating it.
Yeah, this I'm not even gonna fuck this. This is probably do not. Do yourself a favor.
And avoid this one unless you absolutely have to play every Final Fantasy game.
Oh yeah, this. Just a disclaimer. Just so you know, I've been trying. I just see where to start when it comes to traditional RPGs. That aren't by Nintendo.
And this one isn't a fun place to start.
Or it really isn't.
Try the original Dragon Quest instead. at least on Game Boy.
Try the Game Boy Dragon Quest instead.
Or any newer games.
There's plenty of newer RPGs.
Is to play just fucking avoid this game's terrible.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm Nozarin.
Hi, Memory.
And bonjour, my wonderful viewers. See you in the next video. Yeet.